eba was me that also edu and song yade sami eba besumo se no sia bremu siapo nsam no edo so papa ya de eba besumo yade mo aseda ma hola sevia heba center fe go same travel and talk ho bi enagad ya bosi na fe ede hills residential services mi na ka ho bi na nwumre yi wo mo eba nsam a yade na mo nwumre yi de mu akotempi ene se chief of staff de atudwa ya wo kire se se katahye ne poye ya ewo abanyum ahodo mu no yebetumi akono nyina na boa amman ye ntisere etumi akono no mi papa
Yedobeko ensemfofro emuna enne eye openipa honorable Samuel Kujeto ablakwa konfo makoma enum wabo wo mudi a diplomatic passport wodi bi ama wo mo
Compassion International Ghana wo mo adi official da etosu wo set pontonchi abra wuro mu wura mu ho ekobo amofra ya ewo
Mene o ekase ya eye addition mu be wo mo esidan
eye me o mahene fi asepa mene
na nekua acheba achebusu ya yebetwa ye ho akwaba ye ba nsam no nchemu akasa ye de besmo ye ba sisia Chimamba yensan so na yemu akwaba fe ni die kwaso gibre na tie kase no entemu ankasa ye first year dia na enne 2025 democracy dialogue ekoso ewo o my Ghana emu enkran ya hinkro na ekoso ne ti asema na eda asem so eye why democracies die eno ne asema empanifo ejina so a wo mo ede ebo enkomo na dwumadie yi asega na mampani John Dramani Mahama ekopie mu ewo hodom na ne kasemu na wadi tu dwasesese yi ede wo se ye bomodin asede ye kase kebi wa minke bia mamu o man Ghana ba hanom enye fihye bia sane ye tredie wo se ye bomo bra papa na ye se edaswa ewo hanom enkonko base ye bekase o ye democratic country na so de bia no na afeyi die ye neoma bi wo honom kura nse mfata se ye befre ye nse kebi wa minke bi ye bi ewo hanom enti ye maye nyina ya brabo ene ye ne ye enko ye se de be ya obi tie kire kura na obetime ahwe ye na wasua ye yentie mampani ne sema ene wodi tudwa ewo dialogue ase.
To renew democracy, we must do certain things. Of course, the first one is that we must strengthen institutions, independent courts, parliaments, and our electoral bodies. The second is that we must deliver development, because democracy without development, democracy without roads, democracy without schools, hospitals, and jobs will always be at risk. The third, we must educate our citizens. The fourth, we must protect media and civic space. A free press is democracy's immune system. We must also build regional solidarity, because the fall of democracy in one nation weakens democracy in all other nations. As host, Ghana recommits to upholding democracy not just in rhetoric but in practice. We'll defend the independence of our institutions, we'll support free expression, and we'll continue to stand with ECOWAS in promoting democratic governance across West Africa. Distinguished citizens, democracy dies when citizens lose faith, when leaders abandon integrity, and institutions succumb to capture. But democracy can be renewed when citizens rise to defend it. And as the former Czech President Havel said again, and I quote, He said, the salvation of this human world lies nowhere else than in the human heart. The survival of democracy depends on us, leaders, citizens, institutions, and for us choosing courage over complacency to renew the
na enekonwa ena womo ese Ghana's new National Ethics and Anti-Corruption Action Plan ase nenum ena womo de dis adwuman Chief of Staff Ora Julius Debra ewura mu ho ekodi nkomo kakra na ne nkomodie yi a wodie ewo ho no na wo kire se uba wo man mu a eya na ebra no bia ye pre pese ye besi school dan ye pre se be ya kwan ye pre se be mpuntudwuma bebre na enso ekwan ya ye fa so se ye pre se ye betimi atu katasese ne proyase e de afi wo man mu no eya na ye maye ni nko ho eno aya de ba ko wo se ye maye ni ko ho pa san se abra nyina aban nwuma ahodo a wo o man mu no ense da no so na enso be kakra na e wo ho no na ajapade a ewo mu no na yasan ede katasese ne proye ese no sa de yi eya de ha dwene yi papa no ti ye maye ni nko ho yetimi mwa se de be ye betu ase e de afiri o man mu na boa ama aban dwuma kakra na e wo o man mu no yetimi abo ho ban yi papa.
Let us be honest. Corruption is the greatest threat to this ambition. According to the Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition, our nation loses an estimated $3 billion annually to corruption. That figure is twice the amount of our yearly foreign direct investment inflows, which stands around approximately 1.5 billion US dollars. This staggering loss deprives us of the very resources we need to build schools, hospitals, roads, and create decent jobs for our youth. Let us be honest. Corruption is the greatest threat to this ambition. According to the Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition, the nation loses an estimated $3 billion.
I will say government accountability series no echo so. Transport Minister Honorable Joseph Bukari Nipe na ekasa ye ewo dwumadie yi ase na woni ye bo nkomo na wo kire mu sesese yi edie nyame adom se de omo aka se driver fo wo mo ba behwe na wo mo license ekuta wo mo aye foforo de ama wo mo ebi mu kra de ho no mo kokoye ye nye nne na nsu besi nei wo mo nsa enya enkan ye wo se nyame adom 440,000 de womo aya sese womo babehwe na obibia ne de wo no mu bia no womo etimi amanonsa aka womo so hwe ni mu se ahyentiabo yi so wombehwe atete so wose womo atete so kra na nye 15% biem enti no wo kire sese yi de nioma ekoyie papa e wona so ye wose woni DVLA womo aka bom na womo eye enwuma hodo beboa amagana fo ye ho etimi atoye ye kokotie honorable eye Bukari Nipe.
5. Upgrade of vessel traffic management information system. The Ghana Maritime Authority is upgrading its VTMIS to enable a 24-hour electronic surveillance of Ghana's coast, the exclusive economic zone, and marine resources. The updated system aims to enhance navigational safety, maritime security, environmental protection, and combat unlawful activities like drug trafficking, piracy, armed robbery, and IUU fishing. 6. Safety of inland waterways and water lake. To enhance safety and regulation of inland water transport, the Ghana Maritime Authority will soon open an inland waterway safety and regulation office at Akosombo, working closely with the Water Lake Transport Company on the water lake safety. A research and rescue unit will be established at Pando Toko. In addition, the Ghana Maritime Authority search and rescue vessel, Mate Kole, will be stationed there, and I look forward to commissioning this viable or important project. 7. Other inland waterways used for transportation. Ladies and gentlemen, most people living along the water lake and other water bodies depend on canoes and boats for daily transportation. However, inland waterways often lack security measures, leading to frequent accidents and deaths. This year alone, 7 students drowned in Dipe, Laura district, and 2 people died in a boat accident in Bompama in the Wild West. Even my constituency, Sabuba, has had its fair experience in boat accidents. To improve the safety of inland water transport, government through the Ghana Maritime Authority is deploying safety officers and establishing satellite offices. His Excellency the President will commission the safety teams later this year after their training. 8. Development of coastal water transport system. As part of President Mohammed's vision to develop a coastal water transport system, to complement
that's what our government accountability series ya emu. Na swafo yi amana so woto aso ekasai de fa won mu a etititi enkuro ahodo ya se ukokoro mu a utwasuo upie afirimu akwa abonten so a utwasuo na eno no wo kire se aban abonetim se wone Ghana Maritime Authority no ka bomu na womo atete emabunu ahodo ya womo ebeboa ewo sa ensuansuo yi eso se be ya wono betumi aboban ewo hono ebi wo se ya ubehwe na emrantie na mabawa womo ati nsuo yi so womo korona bia subontra womo timu na adane abutu ebe wiase na yahwere adofo bebre enuti saa emrantie ahodo a yebetete womi ebeboban ewo sa ensuansuo yi eso na timi aboa pa ama omanfo ya atorentem etai eto womo no ni nyinada obebo ho ban ene womo so a adan wo ho akrabirifo a fa nsuo so eba wo mamu bedi wo man nsemone no nyina wo mehwe na omatumi abo ho ban.
Mirror microeconomic improvement such as the reduction in fuel prices, government negotiated for 15% decrease in public transport fares. This reduction, which took place or effect on May 24th, 2025, represents the most significant decrease recorded since the administrative arrangement on public transport fares was introduced in 2015. This measure has provided relief to commuters whilst maintaining operational stability of the transport operators. 3. DVLA 24-hour services. To improve and expand service delivery and support the implementation of the 24-hour economy policy, the authority has established a new operational office at the Adenta bus terminal here in Accra. This modern facility operates 24 hours a day, offering round-the-clock services to enhance accessibility and convenience for motorists in Adenta and nearby areas. Ladies and gentlemen, the DVLA has since May this year commissioned and operationalized 4 new offices in Adenta, Boale, Asamankase, and Akotia. 2 new offices in Doma and Bechin are set to be commissioned later this month. With the operationalization of these offices, the authority is taking steps to close the service gap and bring its operations closer to citizens in underserved areas. 4. Printing of backlog cards. As of December 2024, the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority had a backlog of 440,000 unprinted driver license cards. Currently, all these backlog cards have been printed and dispatched to the various DVLA offices for collection. A total of 26,045 cards are currently undergoing lamination and will be delivered shortly. 5. Registration of earth-moving equipment. To help identify and track equipment owners as part of our efforts to address illegal mining galamsey, the DVLA has intensified.
I will say I am for self-for a mona and nay foreign affairs minister Abomadia and Jumadia Wayebi. A honorable Samuel Kujeto Ablakwa. A diplomatic passports were they are mass and conform Makumaku and Num. Say 1 more share na import 1 more country. 1 more AD for Nenim. Na blogger with the Maya or Mani B. So and Rocky Uni Stanley ono so Emani B Anita ono so broadcaster visual art Ibrahim Mahama ono so Emani B so Adenta Amwatin ono so Emomando Ebisa ko mako enumi na wode passport ama wo mo sister wo hwe adwuma wo mo de boa oh my god mu benya se ye bema wo mo sa diplomatic passport ene de baby a wo ko bia na se wudu ho no ma wo yi kire ya enya fe ne beka to ko hanom ko ye wei esanse wo mo adwuma no eso ani a esefata se aban so ema wo mo hu no dia wo mo ye na adwuma dia wo mo edi enti a wo so afo ebo mo dia ebo sankofo abaso anase wo de sa de ma wo mo kire mu a eno diaspora affairs eno ekoso ama honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa what the passport ma sankofo.
I complain on them a special status as envoys of this summit. And in all humility, with the powers conferred on me under NLCD 155, which is the Passport and Travel Certificates Decree of 1967, these 5 very special Africans are going to receive diplomatic passports from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ghana to carry out their mobilization and to continue with the good works that they have already been doing to mobilize people of African descent across the world. And I will provide the list as follows. They are people you know very well, and you will realize that management at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has carefully, very carefully selected these 5 patrons. So number 1 on the list is the interesting young man, Wadi Mara. Wadi Mara, number 1. He has done so much to promote African tourism and to really bring the African people together. And we think that he should be honored with a diplomatic passport to further enhance this work. Second person on our list is Lady Benta Amwatin, who continues to inspire many of us from the work she does all the way in the UK with the Cuba Awards. And she's already the toast of the people of the Caribbean. She has a big summit coming up in Barbados. And she continues to really rally the African people across the world. And Lady Benta is very deserving of this. Number 3 on our list, who also needs no introduction, who has dedicated all his life to advancing the cause of African people, is no other person than the iconic Rocky Dawuni. I know our ministry will receive some special blessings from
Yetua esamno so na yakoyenim. Wei nansa de esihoye woye tripartite committee meetings nkokora wode ma ECOWAS Training Center of Excellence in Peace Support Operation. Na dwumade no ekoso ewo enkranhase ya ekoso ewo Kofi International Peacekeeping Training Center. Na dwumade yi pa ama ECOWAS wonu dwumade ahodo a ya wo mu edi asojafo empanifo ahodo no ebetimi abo mammo ntete ye kwan befa so a wo betimi apopan ebrano ewo ahye ahodo eso. Na dwumade no ase no acting head edema ECOWAS Peace Support Operation Division Dr. Sani Adamu wono edaje bre ene ensamtwofo epo nkomo a wo kire hia ya sa dwumade yi wo mu edi ahye so.
The pledges from member states, like you know, this is a composite submissions by each of the member states. We are at the moment having 1,650, pledges in terms of the troops to be able to fight terrorist activities in the region. Cumulatively, it will be scaled up, to 5,000 in number in terms of the troops. So this is where we are.
At least we're going to have 5,000 standby force in total, and we also have 1,500 to initiate. If we go to sleep, we're going to have crisis. It is wrong to say that your country are not affected in one way or the other. We need a holistic approach. That is what the commissioner was saying. So that is why he's calling for reactivation of the standby force. And like I said earlier, Mali, Niger, and Burkina have suffered a lot when it comes to terrorism. The other countries, we are seeing some signs and symptoms of people also coming up aside those enclaves. So what it means is that we need a total body to confront the issue of terrorism, regardless of location in the sub-region. If you check West Africa, we have a long list of various groupings in West Africa, a lot. And because some of the areas serve as safe havens for them, it is actually difficult for a single country to confront the issue. So the only way out is through the use of ECOWAS standby force. Vigilante group you mentioned is because of lack of personnel. When you have the personnel, and you have the resources, you may not require the vigilantes. But when you don't have personnel, they have to fight for themselves. But they sit in their villages, day in, day out, people come and attack them. So naturally, it makes a lot of sense to have. You check Burkina, you check Mali, they have to fight for themselves. But if you have a bigger force to contain the threat, then it means that we are better off than leaving the whole thing in the hands of the vigilantes.
Hebishia ma yenko emfimfini mantem yenko asenot ekra asen kangan ehonomo na yeko na edwumadi omudi ewo honomo pa eyekoko kua yi na womo eye and I'm so enti ama PV homes womo ekiremu a hu behia papa se kuafo womo so dachi bi no womo eko oma homgiemu a wombenya dan a womo ankasa ebetimi de womo nsasi womo bose miakasa edwuma me yeye ho edan enie na PV homes edwuma womo die ene se womo esi adan enti womo afato womo ho so se womo kwakosisi dan enie se 2 bedrooms kra na womo asi womo wia obibia ehyem self contained papa bi na enie kokokua ni ne ye dia mawo na chese usika no kokoko na ukokari ne nkakra na utuatua na womo so eto nkakra enie afe ba ko mienu no na chese wate awie na edan no aba beye wodia na kwanchefo pani edema ekwe eye ora Erica Fedu wosidi nche womo ye wenyina ne se womo ahwe hunu se ebi wono ma womo nya aban adwuma enti womo beko womo pani fie so na so bedu womo pani fie so no na fe nimpa ne ba bi odi ne tibeto kura no eho akwakoye asem edi ama no na busuan so kasakasa na nimu a eno no sebe enkoyie enti ena one ne mpani fafato womo ho so a womo edi se adwuman and I'm so ma ohini a wono ewo hono na eje ayia wono so de tudwa se womo momodin a na womo nkambo medan nyame adom na wonya bia no wasom esanse sika ne de na kuta wa obedi wo de to dan ne si wono mo a dachi bi no wonni hono mo kura na webusua ede bekai
3 bedroom. You have your bedrooms, you have your toilet in there, you have your kitchen in there, you have your living area, a place that you can call your home. And we think we have to bring this kind of housing project to cocoa farmers. Of course, when you come to Accra, we have affordable housing for only government workers or for salary workers and all that. So then what happens to the cocoa farmer who doesn't take a salary from the bank or from the government? You're also a Ghanaian, you also matter. So we are bringing that one to you to let you know that you play a significant role when it comes to country development. So that is why we have this program for cocoa farmers. It's exclusively for cocoa farmers. If you are not a cocoa farmer, unfortunately, you don't qualify. But so long as you are a cocoa farmer and you wake up in the morning, you go to cocoa farm, and you are able to manage your farm and harvest and earn cocoa beans at the end of the year, you will definitely be happy what we can put out for you.
Homes is a company that invests in real estate. It's a purely commercial business. They are here today to work with farmers to build homes for cocoa farmers. They have very flexible programs for cocoa farmers to meet the payment of the structures. They are going to be doing 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms. The beauty about this program is that you are going to be paying with your proceeds. That is the cocoa seeds. So we are encouraging everybody, every cocoa farmer here, to look at this program and be part of it. It's a mortgage system. We all know what a mortgage is. So this is what Priority Homes are bringing to Basofi division under the Asin Apimenim Traditional Council. The benefit of this project is that, one, our young people here will have some work to do. 2, it will encourage farmers to stay put and farm and also own a home. I don't think there's anything better than owning your own home. So these are the few things that will benefit cocoa farmers.
I'm saying, call Asante Mantamno Emu, such a Kumawu Mansinum, Ena Yewe. Compassion International Ghana, Kuya, Wamutuma Dietitipa Umudi, and say, Womwa and Mofra Hodwa, Wamo Alfo Enibi, Wamo. Ena womatai eyo mayepa ma omutimi ekosuku na womu wuramu ewo kumawu sekre ya womu ekodi djuma ho kura ye fe no kontonchi eho no ena womu wuraye na womu koye no womu ne kontonchi Calvary Methodist ena eho ka bo sanse Methodist no so ewo Child and Youth Development Center ho no mo de kwa emofra sa eti womu koso masene eye emofra no adoye pa ema wotimi ekosuku na fitibra womu kosa ase no Efisia edu enie eniti o ma hyefen ama IF papa wo me Methodist asafo no ene ka bo mu a wo mo hyefen na assembly member ye wo kontonchi eyorumanyamfo Alex Antwi wabonkomo ye a wo kire se wo hwadwumadie ye a ekoso ye a akono pa eniti wo ka kire ne nuanom assembly members nyina se wo bia ye a Compassion Ghana entumi emma wo bottom wo modern pre se o meba ho sanse o mo boa yi papa no achi se kire hene achia me Nana was say Usu Ababu, or so at a pre, Ekasa saying, editor.
Yes, Namada compassion for us. If you say, Omba Kuma say no, or Mama, how often we be to a chat, or how to a chat. If you say, Social collect 245 for compassion for Kura, you be a school, or more mom books, pen, Sukunta, Arena Dade, Kasaka, when you know, never told me as a maso. Now, so, and now say compassion about it, no, Amma. Me tuma de ni bi anso ate amame eno nti na me kanfo ama se ye nuanu masame mesia ebinya num krom no momodian se mo behu ekwan am betima fa so na bi aba mu krom efi se mo ban no amma bebre how to atwa omo enamu omo de suamu omo de die mu bebre to compare for there but omo ya de na kankan ye nua apiaku bi enam ne so na project be pie krom se de nua apiaku bi na me shiraw ya me shiraw se na se compassion yam fie dua na de kan ne se kire man e de asede ni kabia e de ma fi se enye wo a e ka ye hu de ye hu enne efie dui ti do bibia se ama obia moni adwuma se ne efie dui mu ne monyam e beta kire e ma adwuma de ni course e do bibia se e ma compassion wo de whole Ghana so e da mase ya me enhiramu na ontum kwanam na ka ebenya efie aduonu num no na ka ya san edi afa etoto mienu a na ka monyam hye edamase ya me hye obibia
en se ene niji na wo se compassion ogitum ma mo ba kodwe mo manya mfie du no mo yes agmedie ede akai sa anu na da we mu niji e wo mu se ti ya na se nkora ba du mi ensa de na compassion so mo timi ewura school pon mu university mo be se aduasan so e wo senior high e wa rehemu se mfie di animu so bebre so be fa compassion so no mo so o ma disua akonani na o ma beye o man bapa e de aboa se chiri kodua edi aboa Sechekmo district ani Ghana man nyina na de na aka ne se mabunu no omo na de compassion titiam de omefam bia no omo nso miye no omo fa mo bra na ofo no nso entiatia oma no omo fo mfa kwampa so titia compassion de mo omo na omo fa nya adwuma na omo nyini mempe no gbanfa mboa wankasa wo busua ene Sechekman ene Ghana man nyina na Bonika Bibi said the future belongs to the youth. Now they all say the future belongs to the prepared youth. Obabuna waboa no ho no na daachi no ene dia. We babunu na wa moa ho pampaso adesuamu ne enyumasuamu a daachi no wanhwe a na wa ankoka ho. Na de nana se memfa antuma nimu no. Na mo so miye na mo fa ma obrapa. Memfa mo amoman ene adesua ene
so iya wo hye kasei Our Great Commission Television Esoma Yina such a contontin komoyi eswo na fe ye na ye ho eba ensam no pina na kachi ye ba sisia
Abusia for ya mu bia kwaba e de ba Paramount Company Limited so edmaku a wo Ghana ha wakofa aduro nwanwaso e de abadwa so a aduro no eya nwanwade akese aduro ni din ne Semens Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsule aduro na ne mra na de agan no wudnam na oti agan a aduro yi e na mebe kanfo de ama Ghana ni bia na se bibi ni bia se obenya bie na onso anonom na etimi aboa no sa ebro nwaso aye ka ho asemi Semens Vital Herbal Mixture ene ne capsules no eye aduru aye aduma wontini mu aduru uyo obi a sabi o mema sem eda fom tinkeja bema ne ntimi man mu so kra bema ne ntimi mpega no ho uye bema sabi woni obehiem na sisia no waje mu a onso aduru ye kanfo de amawo aduru ye aduru a ebeboa ma wontini na etimi asore gina so ebe mamoja de pusane wo bema no mama bema na timi asore gina so ye na watimi abo adwuma na ama o piafo obi bia sabi oni atenka so yo ba so ye bema uhia edro Semens Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsules anemna ne de agan ne bi kona koto binom watenka ayira na tekopra kona koto edro ne bi nanom na bohu sabi edro no esi ye adwuma sifa afei wuye ne to nchen sabi obi wo hono ma pichikom o how pa kese pa so yo ba na wo kom fichire na se wo menses na ma ebeyi a edru ebeboa eye Semens Vital Herbal Mixture kona koto edru no binom be ma wo fichiko no bibia ye kama de amawo afi so wote yawo wo fichiko mu a edru ebeboa eye Semens Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsule afi so obi wo ma sabi wa ko jane nan no na moja di akire we oba na otisa de bia hu moja no tiemiye pa se moja no ye gon bright red we no ka se bright red a en na se do betimi abo ma moja ni nyina to atwa e de ama okra afa so obi so a sabi ne to ase twetwe no we ni kan se sciatica wo sciatica e do betimi abo ama yawo ne twetwe na wo ni nyina etimi ati akokra no e ye agan Semens Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsules. Edro no eye adwuma wontini mu. Na enuane no bi wedro we mu a eboa pa. Ye fe no nitric oxide. Say nitric oxide no unya eba onipadua ma enti bi emu asi enti na aka atare. Ba bebiem ba be huru ntini ama ntini metumi adawo moja etime de apusane. Usisi na ya ye neurotransmitters a sonifri adwen no ho na eba eno na se obi te jawa na se okọ pains bi mu a na sa neurotransmitter no etimi aba beboa ama pain na se yaw no etimi akofom edrei ewo nyane no bi wo mu a etimi release neurotransmitter ye fe no endorphin na sa endorphin ne ba se usisi na yaw jaw na wote no ewo usisi mu no edrei eba be stop ni nyina yisu dopamine na be yi yaw ni nyina afiri wo ko e de amaw enti so sisi yo ya edre wo so onum e ya agan Semens Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsules edre age award yenim de ye ka ho asem no 2022 best waist pain product of the year 2023 edwin saje award efasisi ade ho 2024 yesaje yesa hwe ni musa afie di anyum nyina so ye be saje award no wo ye bema na wo pese unyina so no gina so peme wa bla wo be no maduro no sima kakra bi ati a fe number no a egu screen ase no wo fe number na ye be no be kasa kama ni ato se de obesia no maduro no na emi na timi aboa ama bibia e kama ma afa so ba bia be nya bia to no ye di egu screen so memom tie ni ye pa se wo kumase ene ne pattern wo store wo pese o to bi ton a ba bia e di kan PFA pharmacy New Road Junction wana PFA pharmacy o store kese a obenya dem bia tu honum akwakoton afa Colinac ewo Ashtown oni Dani Herba o nyina wa Ashtown ko ho Fredimens eso okay o ono so be ma bia to afa so Sambora ewo Kabetia V3 no opposite pe edron edra eba beboa eyi sa o hawo nyina fi wa kwa ma o enti pe bia chiri kwan to agan a etrese ejan no pedito na enkotote e ma na so nya wa ho odin pepepe edama
so na yemu akwaba emra kase yi eso yedo eko obi mai so ensam emu Somalia minor emu na yeko akogena president edema wo mo eye president Hassan Sheikh na ene ya ne wo kase yi wa bomodia atinkofo makomako enan wo kire mu asankofo yi eye na no 2022 abato wo mo ekokoto ye ewo hono no enwuma wono ankasa edekọ yese campaign songa enam sunti ema no edi enkunemu no wakire mu ene wote hono ma na nimpanifuo bi edi video be kire no na kyese mabunu makomako enan wo mo ede sanwumu ye twa video TikTok ya bi ena wo mo adane mu ensem wo mo kire mu a ensem no se de wo mo adane ne no na kyese wo mo edi di mampani atem ewo ehonom enti wo hwe video wie yepe ena wo no so bo modin a esuma yese nipani a wo no security no wana eda ano eye general aden wo mo modin na sankofo wo hwehwe wo mo nyame adom ena enra ye kokoso sankofo ipachi yatwe wo mo a ede wo mo ekokogu mu nupani kire mu a saade no se wo ya si ahia so wo didi mampani atem ewo Somalia minor emu a wo mo ebu ne se wakwakodi ewu a eno no ebi emada enti no ye bua ofode a ene ye se de obi ekum nimpa no saa afobuo no ebi ena wo so ye de emaw wo se nya se weye eye first time ebi mu akwakoye wo se bosume makomako ensia eni ena ebi mu kokoye ye se ya me ne wo kase ye de wo mo akwakogum wo mo so ehyem enti sankofo yi ye de wo mo ekwakogina emra no eye ochina ne nadekye a wokodia ne sampane ampa wo na wo video ni mu dia ene se de wo nuano mo ye de ye wo mo no saa ena ye de be ye wo enti no wo mo kire mu asankofo nan ye kwakohwe na ye hwe sampane ampa video no eye wo mo a ene ye wo mo dia se de obi kum nimpa ye de ema no se mfie no mu nsia no wo mo so saa ena ye de be ma wo mo wo honom wo mo firi mu fia wo mo mampani wo mo enti na tem efie
I'm sorry, call and Justice Alexander or say to two a appeals court judge. Now, Obonkmopa and Obon some Ghana member in say a member will be answering. Ubia sorry, son say, a running camo. Now, Sakobase, a beer, Bema, and Wapa, our day. Ya, one more eti. Na say our dear mu beer, Bemano, Meduma say, I said, Yama and Kui and Famama. Ayo bana said yes also hefi I go bana say mu be ma so sorry o munti I go pli say but be adu say exactly what tatra ho e pesa say ye wo matrimony courses of act 1971 act 367 sa ebre yi kasa train ni prefa say se be ma say efie anya kama efie nya kono a e so ba na sorry enu ti mema e mo manimre pa na o munti nko court na court emu asase bi empam na mentin ma me yam pa se bema eniama sei e wo fie pa oba nsori na utumi ye be no ati e mo fra ahodo nso a e wo fie no wo nso betumi aka konhwa bomu a ama court nso access wo school fees afi efie nuane ene ne mo ahodo aka nyina wo ba no e mo bi sense be ma ne ma akofom na ko ba se ye betumi ahodo papa ama efie ahodo a wade ene ne ma eguo no nyina tu betwa sense be ma to fom a na nje se eno ano so ba wo so so gina ona so bi na utumi bo ase de na be ma no so pepe nyina etumi po a eno ati kura no wo tire se ko ba sa wa de guo kura e ba be ma no so tumi kokot so ba na japade ntim na wo so fafa bi ebetumi abo ama wa de guo abaja ya ahobo no ano atumi abras na wakasa e wo sokoba ye wo kuma se ebra assemblies of god wo bi ya wo ti e de amoma kan before ahobo no e na okokasa ye e wo ase asana ibe na sa se so na fe anwere kase e kwa besomo ese paramount news ye de nyina e de aba na wie de ase da ma hola sevia heba se to bo awo ama watime gina na so wa committee mu go sem travel and talk ho bi ya wo boa aba ko to sem atimi example ni e de amount e na ga e ya bo se ni bi ko da yi mo tentri na enyiwa dum e hwe bi antu ho na fi wo so emposo fita emfa amount e de hills residential services ho bi ya wo boa o sa se ho sem na fi ajapade ahodo a wo pese kan ni ni apopo awo ama wo sa akadimo ko ya da wo ma na nwei ne sami so akeka po ko ma ne ko fi asapa
na ne kua achireba atebu so yebeda wase papa sa woje brenda wotumi ehwe ye video mu aso mu mutumi eboa ye madwumadie ye dumadie so yeda munyina ase ema mo ne hwa adehye akram